Hello guys, welcome back into the channel. I just came back from Japan last Wednesday. I'm back in Brazil, but I want to do a whole nother video on that because I want to talk a little bit about my move. I know that my voice sounds a little bit echoey, but I'm kind of in a makeshift studio right now, so there's not much I can do to get rid of the echo right now, but that's gonna change over the next couple months, so I hope you can bear with the audio quality of the next couple videos because there's not much I can do about that right now. What I wanted to focus on this video is the E3 announcement of Forza Horizon 4. The E3 is still going on, the Microsoft conference is still going on, but I was so damn excited for this game that I couldn't wait, and I wanted to do a video on that because they finally unveiled Forza Horizon 4. And oh my god, this game looks so good. First thing that I want to talk about is the game's location. There were a lot of rumors talking about Japan being a possible location for Forza Horizon 4, and I think a couple weeks ago there were some rumors that kind of mentioned London being the possible location of the new game because someone found a couple of unannounced, unreleased cars in Forza Horizon 7, and they were all British, so that's where those new rumors came from, and they were right. The fourth game is gonna take place in Britain, so I was more leaning towards to Japan because that's the location that I wanted the most, but I can't deny that the game looks absolutely gorgeous with Britain as the location. They did an awesome job, as I would have expected from Playground Games, and there's not much I can complain about that, to be honest. And there were a couple stuff that I'm pretty sure that are gonna be people kind of drawing parallels between Forza Horizon 4 and The Crew 2. Some people are gonna say that Forza Horizon copied The Crew or vice versa. I don't know. I know that these games have been in development for maybe years, so I think it's a little bit implausible to think that both games copied from each other, and I don't think that's how that works, but I might be wrong. But anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk about. First off, Forza Horizon 4 is gonna have a dynamic season system. So we're gonna have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So differently from Forza Horizon 3, in Forza Horizon 3 they released the Blizzard Mountain expansion pack, which added an entirely new map to the game based on, I think, Australia. I don't know exactly the location of the Blizzard Mountain expansion pack, but they released it, and this expansion pack took place entirely in the snow. There was no dynamic weather going on there. It's always snowy. But with the fourth game, it's gonna be dynamic, so if it's winter, you can expect to see snow all across the map. If it's autumn, you can expect to see red and yellow leaves all across the map, and so on and so forth. So that's an awesome thing to have in a game like this because it adds so much variety into the game, and man, I couldn't be happier about that. Another thing that I did notice on the trailer that they showed, and also a little bit of the gameplay that they showed on stage, is that the environments in Forza Horizon 4 seem to be destructible. Now, the extent of how destructible the elements in the map are gonna be remains to be seen. I guess we need to wait until the demo comes out, or even the full game comes out. But they showed a car driving through a brick wall, so there's a little bit of destruction going on there. Before some of the trees would be breakable, and now it seems like that concrete or other sort of structures are also breakable, which is a nice thing. It kind of adds to the openness of the map because there's not much holding you back, in the sense that you can hit barriers and you're not going to be able to progress much further. Now, another thing that I like to talk about is the multiplayer component, and that's, I think, the main thing that people are going to be drawing comparisons between Forza Horizon 4 and The Crew 2. Forza Horizon 4, for the first time in the series, is gonna have a shared world across all of the players online. So let's say, for example, you're roaming around the map, you're not online. That's a pretty important emphasis that I need to make. you're not online per se, you haven't joined the lobby, you're pretty much just roaming around the map, and you're gonna be seeing all of the players in the same session as you, driving in the same spots that you are, coming across you, maybe messing you up as I would expect to happen. And it's shared, so pretty much everybody's in the same session, everybody can see each other, everybody can do stuff together. Now the co-op in this new game is gonna be seamless, so I don't think there's gonna be a loading menu or anything of that sort like we have in Forza Horizon 3. Basically, I think you can decide to take part in a co-op event, and the game is gonna take care of that in the background, and all of that is gonna be pretty seamless. I think one of the things that I can remember, one of the games that I remember that did something similar are The Crew, of course, and also Need for Speed, the 2015 Need for Speed, and Need for Speed Payback. So, sorry, the 2015 Need for Speed, not the Need for Speed Payback. Because you were roaming around the map, and once you decided to take part in an event, you could invite everybody in the session to take part in the same event with you. And there seems to be some sort of chatting system in the game where you can kind of send messages, and the messages are gonna pop up on top of your name on the map. I don't know how useful that's gonna be. I don't know how much people are gonna be using this feature. I honestly don't see it as something practical because they're gonna be driving. So unless they do something really different, really revolutionary in the way that you can choose your messages while you're driving, I don't see a whole lot of people using that. But you can message each other, you can try to set something up with other people, and that's part of the whole community built around roaming around the map, and that's something really good in my opinion. They also mentioned that there are gonna be a couple new cars in the game. The one that they kind of highlighted in the event was the McLaren Senna. So I wasn't even aware of this car, to be honest, but it's a thing, it's coming to the game. And I also saw the Bugatti Chiron, which debuted in Forza Motorsport 7 as a DLC car. So this car is gonna be coming over to the game, and I think it's gonna launch with the game. It's not gonna be a separate piece of DLC. Now, they haven't talked a whole lot more about the entire game in general. They just briefly showed some bits and pieces of gameplay with a couple of people on stage supposedly playing the game live, and there's not much to say about that. One thing that I did notice is that the game looks a lot more detailed, especially far into the distance. And if you played Forza Horizon 3, that's already a gorgeous looking game, there's no denying that. And Forza Horizon 4 seems to take that a step further. It's not as noticeable as you would expect from a new game, but at the same time, if you pay attention, you can see that the backgrounds are a lot more detailed than Forza Horizon 3, so that's a really good thing. And now I think the biggest thing, at least for me, I'm a bit of a tech nerd. I really enjoy reading tech stuff. I really enjoy seeing technical analysis of games. That's why I usually watch a lot of Digital Foundry. I really recommend that you watch these guys' YouTube channel, because they go really in depth in how a game performs and how a game looks from a technical standpoint. And I think the biggest thing that they have announced in this E3 presentation is that Forza Horizon 4 is gonna run at 60 frames per second on the Xbox One. That's amazing to think, because that's one of the things that I think kind of lacked a little bit in the Forza Horizon series. Forza Motorsport has always been known for its 60 frames locked. And I understand that there were some technical limitations preventing the Forza Horizon game from running at 60 frames per second, but it seems that this technical limitation was kind of lifted off when the Xbox One X launched. Now, one thing that they did not mention was whether or not this is going to be specifically tied to the Xbox One X, or if that was going to be the case on the base Xbox One. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that The Xbox One, the base one, is gonna run the game at 30 frames per second as it has always been, but the Xbox One X is probably gonna be the console that's gonna be running the game at a full 60 frames per second. The PC version, it's no news. It's to be expected that the game is gonna have a 60 frames per second support right off the bat. So that's nothing that needs to be talked about. But anyways, guys, the game launches in October 2nd. I would assume as well that they're gonna be releasing an Ultimate Edition as they always do, and if you buy the Ultimate Edition, you're gonna get access to the game a couple days before launch. So I would assume that October 2 is gonna be the launch date for everybody who buys the Standard Edition, but for Ultimate Edition owners, the game is gonna probably launch maybe 3 or 4 days earlier, so probably somewhere around the last week of September. But anyways, guys, I'm so excited about this game. This is a really great year for racing game fans. We have The Crew 2 coming just around the corner. I'm gonna get this game. I'm gonna bring a lot of content on that game over to the channel. And of course, I'm gonna be bringing a ton of Forza Horizon 4 content onto the channel, because that's a game that I really love, and that's probably one of my favorite games recently. But anyways, guys, I hope you had fun. I hope you found this video informative. If you did like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more Forza Horizon content, share the video with your friends and on your social media. It helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate the help. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.